So here's a tile roof repair, and there's no attic access, so we had to cut a hole in the roof to find where the leak was coming from. And that's really the start of a great tile roof repair, is instead of just taking the tiles off and put a patch over where you think it's leaking, right? You tear everything out, you open it up, and you look for stains on the wood. When you, it's like a little Hansel and Gretel breadcrumb thing. When you don't see stains on the wood anymore, you know that you've got the leak nailed. And so that's what we're doing here. We're inside the attic, making sure, and we sort of found it to be the corner of that chimney right there. And he's going to tear all that open, and we're going to rip it all out, down to the wood, make sure that we take all the roofing material off just like we did down here until we get the clean wood, and then we put it all back together with new materials, and there'll be some fine details that that we'll discuss at that point. Understanding that each of these tiles, right, is held on with two nails, one in there and one in there, and they go through this secondary water barrier, is what we call it. This is the tar and paper, the 3090, whatever you want to call it. It's the underlayment. All right, and they poke a hole in that, so if the water gets in the corner up there and runs down under the tiles, it's going to rust those nail holes. Very important when we do these repairs. We don't use nails when we put the tiles back. We use adhesive so that the problem doesn't repeat. All right, I'll see you in a minute. All right, so we found the source of the leak by opening up the roof and climbing inside. And you saw the stains inside, and now you can see that see the water there at the bottom of that. He's going to go up to the top until he finds no more stained wood, and he's going to replace rotten wood as needed. And we'll be sure that this leak has been solved properly the first time. We don't have to play that silly game of leaving the tiles off for a week or two and coming back, because by doing it this way, we don't need to come back. We know we nailed it the first time. So this is kind of important down here, what we've got going on. You're going to see that we've taken a new piece of paper, we put the wood back, and we've tucked it underneath the underlayment of the tile roofing system. We call that tucking it neatly in shingle fashion. That's because the water, if it gets under these tiles, and we know it will, and see the nail holes here from the tiles before, we know that the water is going to roll off onto this and roll down and over the top. Okay, and it won't make its way back inside and cause a leak. And so we've got this little cut here over here, and you can see that we're tucked in there. And this will stay loose. This will be nailed on the outside, but this isn't going to get tucked on the bottom or the top. That's because if we tuck this, then if we get water to come under or sealed up here, we're going to seal that, then it would go into the building. So this is kind of important that we do it in that fashion. And he's going to start nailing it down, and then we'll seal it with mastic, and then we're going to put the tiles back on, and I'll show you that when we get there. So now he's going to cut a piece. It's going to go over the top of that underlayment that he tucked into shingle fashion. You can kind of see it there. He's going to cut a piece, and he's going to seal the edge with plastic cement, or what we affectionately call bull. Okay, there's another quick look at it before he puts the Bullen membrane on. We're going to call that a 3-coursing of Bullen membrane. There he's going to set a bed of mastic down, plastic cement, what we call bull. He's going to put cotton fabric in it. He's going to put another layer of plastic cement over that all the way around the perimeter edge. All right, so here goes the 3-coursing of the mastic. Doing that up there too. That'll receive it the mastic and the membrane all the way around. 3 layers, the mastic, the membrane, and the mastic again. Go all the way around, and then the tile's going to be put back instead of nails. We're going to put it back using this RT600, which is Dade County approved roof tile adhesive, and it meets all the uplift requirements. So we're not going to send nails back through our secondary water barrier, which makes like absolutely no sense, right? And then we're going to have an excellent repair, and we've ensured that that this repair is exactly the same as every other tile roof repair that we do.